Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel RVCCIS.Info, where faculty representatives from Rock Valley College's Computers and Information Systems Department talks to you, our community at large, about things roughly having to do with computers and information systems. Today is actually a CIS day. We thought we would highlight a couple of our favorite Windows utilities that help either just living with the operating system go a little bit smoother, or help us do, um, you know, a wide variety of different tasks a little better. So joining me today is Jim Conley, and I'm Eric Wolf, because I always forget to introduce us. Although today you can read our names right there for a change. So utilities that make our lives a little easier. Go for it, Jim.
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, I've got, I think, three of them. One of them I don't use a lot, but sometimes, when I start reading IT security articles and then I start get worried about, gee, is there a rootkit on my PC, or, what websites am I secretly going out to that I don't know about? So I'll run netstat from the command line, and netstat's pretty nice because it'll tell you about all your open connections and ports and who you're connected to and what IP addresses. And then from there, I could, figure out, okay, these are all legit and why is this one on there? So that's kind of a real techie one, and one I don't quite frankly use a lot, but it is one that's handy and just, built right into Windows.
Right.
And then, I mean, I know it's quick and dirty, but I love Snip, just to cut and paste pictures and text and whatever into my documents and assignments and all sorts of silly stuff as well. I just love Snip. I mean, it's quick and dirty and works great. And I don't really consider myself a power user like you and Stephanie, but and then I guess the third one I love is that Screencast-O-Matic. So I just did one. I do use it for school all the time now for my lectures, and that's really helpful. And I'm finding now, Eric, which I'm sure you can relate to, is for my family. I'm the support person.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So I'm starting to do these little Screencast-O-Matics for my family because it's much easier to say, here, watch this.
Right.
And now you know how to do it instead of me on the phone all the time. Okay, this is what you do for with my brother.
Lower left-hand corner. That's the right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did one for my brother on how to use Zoom.
Right. Yeah.
Oddly enough. Yeah. But really, I mean, it's kind of nice. So those are my tried and true, I guess.
Outstanding. So for those of you who have seen this before or have had me in the classroom, I do not Windows. I think that's a complete sentence. So this semester, however, my backup Windows PC is about to die. Like every time I turn it on, it makes more and more horrible noises. So coil noise or fan noise, or, it's just not good.
You should record that for the next episode.
I will. Well, I was doing, actually, the reason I discovered it, I was doing a how to refresh your PC. So to actually go through a refresh cycle on it, and it got angry. I mean, like very angry. So I had to recover it from the recovery partition. It did not turn out well at all. So that's the reason the how to refresh your PC episode isn't out there, because my cursed machine was like, you will not destroy me. So
probably your hard drive is failing miserably. Maybe.
Yeah, it does feel like a hard drive failure to me. So coming from a Mac, there's a host of utilities that are baked into there that I can't live without. So on my I bought a Dell XPS 13. I think I'm going to keep it because I'm terrible. So there's two utilities I would highlight here that I love on there that are essentially Mac ports of utilities built there. One of them, and for all of the utilities, we're going to add it to the description below in the software we talked about section. So if you feel like oh no, how's quick look spelled or whatever, you can just get it in the description below. The first utility is quick look. It is very small. It is very lightweight. You would actually get it through the Windows Store, which I know is a novel experience for most people, because despite the fact that the Windows Store has existed for a decade, nobody ever goes there.
Yeah.
It's called Quick Look. It is a replacement for a Mac utility called Quick Look, where in any Explorer window or the desktop, for example, if you just hit spacebar on any file that your computer can open, it will show you a preview of that file. So you can get a preview of a JPEG, you can get a preview of a PDF, a Word document, an Excel spreadsheet. For me, when I'm teaching, it's fantastic because I can do web pages as well, and it'll actually show me a render of the web page as opposed to having to open something to get into it. And it's free, so I like the price. And again, that one is Quick Look. And you can, you can up and down your way through a directory tree and get preview, even if there's mixed files in there. And that works great. Instead of opening 1,000 different Word documents when we're grading stuff, I don't have to open all of them. It works really fantastic. The other one I would highlight is called Wox, W-O-X. That one you cannot get from the Windows Store, but I will put the download link in the comments, or the description rather, below. Essentially, you map control space, and it's similar to what you would get by searching through the Windows start bar. But instead of just returning applications, it can return inside of email messages, it can return inside of documents, it can return folders, it can return web searches as well. So you never have to go through, you essentially never have to interact with your computer ever again. You can just interact with Wox, because like when I reboot my machine, I'll just open, not through the start bar, rather the desktop or the taskbar. I'll just do control space and say, Edge, control space, Outlook, control space, Calendar. It's pronounced with the AR. It's a different app I have for that. I'm not suffering a stroke. And I can open those that way without having to take more time elsewhere. Or if I know, I've got to contact Jim and I need your contact info, it'll get it from contacts for me. It's fantastic.
I got to try that out.
It's really great, because once on the Mac side, once I got used to not having to go, okay, now I need to open an application, I'll get this. Okay, now I have to search for, I know it was a grade I posted, so I can just say like the name of the class and all the folders instantly pop up. It's really fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to, I'll definitely would use that a lot.
Yeah. And as far as I'm aware, for all of us, we've had enough exposure to security concerns, either through teaching them or doing them, that, just handing that kind of system level control to an application is like terrifying. I think that really you shouldn't do that unless you can confirm rather that it's not doing anything untoward with your data. And Wox has showed up. I did not discover it. I got it from The Verge on an article, like 2 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. And it shows up on everybody's software list for like, what do you need to put on a Windows machine? It always shows up in there. So I assume somewhere along the line it's been vetted. I'm hoping.
We hope.
Yeah. Otherwise, everybody somewhere out there is, look how many people are coming to our app. We have all the data we need. So just in case GRU needs to get into your machine.
That's right.
Got it.
That's right.
That's a problem. But I don't think it would be a problem.
Probably not.
Hoping. So there you go. A whole host of good utilities you either already have access to, probably, or can get simple access to, that hopefully will really increase the usability with the machines you are using. If you've got a list, or if you've got an app or a utility that you cannot live without, go ahead and leave that for us in the comments below. We've got lots of content we need to fill, and we are constantly looking for new and better ways to interact with our computers. While you're down there, if you've liked the content, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit the little bell to be notified of new content as it becomes available. Unless I forget, which happened last week, because I can't read a calendar. So I published on Friday because I was off by a day. But we typically stick to the Tuesday, Thursday pattern for things. While you're down there, you can also follow us on social media. We are at RVCCIS.Info on Twitter, on Facebook, here on YouTube, and on anchor.fm, where we appear as a podcast without the video. So on behalf of Jim Conley, myself, Eric Wolf, the rest of the faculty and staff at Rock Valley College, stay safe and stay sane out there, everybody.